What is up, guys? Zan for playbook.gg, and in today's video we're going to take a look at a pass from the I-form close formation that I feel that not enough players are using in Madden 20. Before we dive into this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the great tutorials that we've got headed your way here on the playbook.gg YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome back. Now in today's video, we're going to take a look at the Y post out of the I-form close, and this is in a ton of playbooks in Madden 20. The Raiders, the Saints come to mind. Those are two very popular playbooks that you can find this in right off rip. And we're going to be taking a look at this against a number of coverages here. And the reason that I really like this play is I feel like it just attacks that cover one meta as well as the zone coverage meta so well. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with a cover one blitz. Obviously, you guys know how players like to set this up. Since I only have one controller going right now, we'll go ahead and just kind of break this down, what routes you should be looking for versus what types of coverage. Anytime you see that single high and you're thinking man coverage, my first look is always to the B receiver route on this player, the wide receiver that is on the side of the tight end. And the reason for that is this route, when motion snap, gets insane separation over the top against your man-to-man coverage. You see how the defensive back is going to bite on the fade cut, and then when it cuts up the field down the sideline, you're going to get really consistent separation. This will work pretty much regardless of speed rating. I mean, you do want a fast receiver there so you can bomb it out over the top. You actually don't have to motion this if you don't want to either. You can see how that man coverage basically just overplays the cut and takes itself out of the play. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sub out Deshaun Jackson just because he's a lot faster than Joe Hayden. I don't want people out there to think that this is just about having a speed advantage. This is truly about just having the route on the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in, let's go ahead and put in Charles Johnson. And we'll check Joe Hayden's speed here. Joe Hayden is 88 speed. So we're going to be running 88 versus 89 speed here. I'm going to go ahead and respot the ball. And again, this is against your man coverage. Obviously, you know, this is a great over-the-top man beater. Again, you're going to see right here with Charles Johnson, he's going to run the outcut, and then as he cuts up, he gets that separation. You can bomb it out over the top. Now, obviously, in that situation, not a lot of separation because he doesn't have the elite route running that's super top-end speed. But you can see right here when it's a fairly even comparison of athleticism between the wide receiver and the cornerback guarding him, you're going to get this consistent separation to allow you to really throw that and rack it over the top. You see right here against a cover one, this ends up being a one-play touchdown. Obviously, this is a play that's going to work extremely, extremely well against your edge blitz one, your storm brave type blitzes. And this route, again, you know, this is just something that you're going to want to throw up against your man coverage because they really can't stick with it. So if there's no deep half over the top, this is easy money. Now let's go ahead and get into the other things on this play that I really like. This is a play that I'm going to more often, especially lately, because it actually has a built-in diving post to the tight end. So what I like to do against, you know, your cover 3 and cover 4 meta is I like to go ahead and smart route the tight end's route, and then I will motion him out wide. And what happens is he motions out wide past the wide receiver and becomes the new split end on this play. And then what I'll do is I'll just drag the backside receiver, and then I max protect to give myself a 7-man protection. This basically becomes kind of an I-form close slot flex, basically becoming a, you know, 3 receiver package with 2 backs blocking for you on this play. Now, what you're looking for on this play, again, is for the diving post. So right when Ertz gets to the top of his route at about the 50-yard mark, you're going to throw a bullet pass and then hold Y to make that diving catch. And you see that he'll get that diving animation, very similar to the diving animation that you see in the play mesh post. So I'll go ahead and show that to you again here. You know, this will work against your cover 3 and cover 4 meta. You smart route your tight end, motion him out wide, and I like to drag the backside receiver. And again, he's going to get to the top of that route, and then boom, you throw the bullet pass and make that diving catch. And the reason that the hook curl doesn't play it is because of the drag. That drag route underneath does a really phenomenal job of pulling down your hook defender. So watch Alshon Jeffrey from the backside, runs the drag route. He pulls that hook curl, and then you're able to throw that diving post towards the middle. Now, the other thing that's great about this is that the purple zone on this play does not sink underneath this post because he's busy guarding the fade. So this allows you to really kind of use, it's basically a triangle. You're using 3 routes to attack two defenders in zone. This, as you take a look at it, it's a perfect triangle, and that's what beating zone is about. Triangles, isolating 2-on-1 or 3-on-2, and that's exactly what we're doing here. So that was against your cover 4 drop show 2, which is a very popular coverage in especially Ultimate Team with a lot of these roided out teams that players like to use. Let's go ahead and go back into this play again here. I'm going to go into a cover 3 shell, kind of a cover 3 sky. We're going to do something similar here. So again, we're going to run the exact same setup, smart route the tight end, motion him out wide, drag the backside receiver and max protect. Tight end is going to go ahead and get to the peak of his route. You throw the diving post in the middle. You see, super easy. They're going to have to use that route. Now, if you have a tight end that has post specialist, that's going to allow you to basically throw this ball and get decent separation against man coverage as well. So if they decide to go to that man coverage, you're going to be able to throw that route without motioning it. If you just know they're in cover 1, go ahead and run this play because he should get elite cuts and route running against that. So again, you see right here how easy this is against your cover 3 as well. We'll go ahead real quick and go into your cover 2 type defenses just to show you how they fare. I'm not as big a fan of throwing diving posts against cover 2. It's not to say that you can never do it. I just prefer it against your hook curl flat type defenses rather than your vertical hook and cloud flat type. So you see right here, we're gonna go ahead and motion him out wide. And you're going to see he gets to the top of his route. You go to throw that diving post. You see that there's a mid-read zone there. So, I'm a little bit skeptical of running it that way against your cover 2. One thing that you can try to do, again, and you might lose your pull route, is go ahead and streak your X receiver, because what that'll do is it'll help pull that mid-read zone out of the middle of the field, turn him the other direction, and that's going to open up your diving post. So that could be an adjustment you could make against a cover 2 shell that'll really open up this route combo. You're seeing right here just how good this route combination can be against pretty much all the zones. You just have to know what you're looking at in terms of beating this coverage. But you see how well this fade route to Charles Johnson that we have here on the field kind of pulls the vertical hook out underneath that post, and then that post breaks to the inside. This is basically a switch concept where you have the inside receiver running some sort of wheel route, and then the outside receiver breaking over the middle on some sort of post or in breaking pattern. So switch concepts are always great. They can be great against man and zone. So just kind of want to show you guys a little bit of a different approach of attacking these coverage defenses out of a run first set. I know that is something that some players struggle with is, they run the ball, but they don't really know how to throw from these under center sets. You guys could take a look at an entire breakdown of the strong close, eye close on playbook.gg. This is still an offense that I run to this day. It's my base offense. And, it's something that I run really well. And I've seen a number of players that are out there running it competitively. Guys like BG Fam, he applies some of his own tricks to that. He's your Chicago Bears Club Series champion. Very good offense. So make sure you guys go check it out. You can get that offense and everything else on the website for $9.95 per month. You can cancel anytime. You're not locked into any length of subscription. So make sure you guys go check it out. www.playbook.gg. If you like this video, check out one of the videos on your screen right now. And for more in-depth analysis, visit www.playbook.gg for detailed game plans written by pro Madden players. Master the game with playbook.gg.